Howdy-o, everyone! Velocity here, back in action for more Sailor Venus Attraction. That's right, we're exploring around this little town area to see if we can get anything else that might be wetting our whistle, so to speak. Doesn't look like it, but this definitely looks like a boss room to me. Suffice to say, we do have a town to still explore, as she has told us to go look for a sage. And honestly, we could do that, but first, the things first. North of here is Zangief's Keep. Okay. And what's over here? Have you encountered the Sorrow Blossom yet? It brings good fortune. Okay, that's nice. Boy. Oh wait, I probably should have looked at that better. What is this? 4 EMP. Okay, that actually is pretty good. We should have that. How much do I have of this? We'll just get that many of them. Hope everything will be good. Everything else should be well in there. We don't have to worry that much in terms of this game. But it's still one of those things where, like, that Amy fight traumatized me. It traumatized me so bad, fam. I just, oh my gosh. I hope we don't run into a fight like that again, because, like, that was just awful. I feel like it was generally programmed wrong or something. I guess there might be somebody in the inn, so let's go look really quick. Just in case, you never know. What do you have to say? Are you tired? They stay a night here. Well, that's nice. It's why I love ladies, because they're just always concerned about you. And it's just like, oh my goodness. There are so many pretty girls out there that, like, for the life of me, I don't understand why they would talk to me. Like, I've had very pretty women talk to me and want to befriend me to a certain degree. And I'm still astounded that happened. That's a thing. I can't say exactly that I made those relationships last. It makes me sad that that's the case, but you know what it is. It is what it is. Madame Verna has taken care of us through thick and thin. Okay. If you're in need of aid, don't hesitate to pay her a visit. Sure. I guess we have looked elsewhere on this. We have to say. I kind of figured only women live in the village. That's fine. Women is good. Women good. Men, not as good as women. Women just really good, really pretty. Like, how are you gonna fight that, you know? Jeez. I'm still, like, flabbergasted because, like, a coworker of mine, which I will not say in particular that, like, I hate or anything. I think they're a very fine coworker that I have. But they did talk to me in a way that was just, like, really weird because, like, I'm not the most passing trans girl out there. I know this about myself. And sometimes the way that he talks to me is just like, oh yeah, man, manly men, yes sir. I'm just, like, having to suck it up because that shit suck ass sometimes. And it's just like, whatever, okay? He's trying to bond with me, I get it. But, like, one time he told, like, this weird joke that, or riddle that I couldn't get because, like, literally it was just sexist. Because it was about, like how women are always deceitful and betray you or some stupid crap like that. And I was just like, I was just like, but women are lovely and they always treat me nice and they're sweet and they're kind and honestly, I wish I could be around them more. And I'm just like, I would trust the girl, like, no matter what. There isn't a reason for me not to trust someone that I love who is a woman. From choosing a life or death situation in which I could die on their behest. And they were, like, seeing it as, like, some sort of weird, like, riddle thing, like, that was about that. I was just, like, to myself, I was thinking, are men like this? Like, why are they like this as if it's, like, a deceitful thing? Because on the one hand, like I said before, I've talked to a lot of pretty women, and I'll be real, pretty women kind of make you very conscious, make you self-conscious of the whole situation, going like, why is she talking to me? This makes no sense whatsoever. I don't get it. And like, you do things that are erratic, but like at the same time, it's like, to the degree of just like never trusting them whatsoever is not a thing that I would do. Like, the women that I have talked to, the women that are so pretty to me and are so nice to me, I have no reason to have them go like, oh yeah, like you would do this and either you could die or you would live or something. And I would just choose to believe them every time. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at that. She's the one that decides. She's pretty. What do you want from me? I listen to pretty women. That is how it goes. I am too much about it and too much for it for me to ever think otherwise. And it confuses me how you would just not look into it that way. I just don't get it. I'm not mad at the situation entirely. It's just something beyond my control as like a lesbian, as a transbian, that I'm just like, why would a woman lie? What would they have to gain? Like, I can understand to the degree that like you're rich or something, yeah? And you're used to people that are gold diggers or some such like that. To that degree, I can understand some animosity towards not just women, people in general. But that's people in general. To just women is a very confusing thing for me, because I'm just like, what do you mean? Have you talked to women? They are some of the nicest people around, and as long as you are not weird about it, as long as you don't like be mean to them to a weird degree, they'll be nice to you. Sasuke, like, the best way to get a girl, or the best way to kind of just like increase your repertoire with women is just talking to another pretty girl, treating them with respect, and just maybe they go out with you. If they don't, that's fine. Sometimes it happens. Wallow in pity if you have to and whatnot. It is what it is. But that pretty woman will know other pretty women, and she could hype you up on that, and that's awesome. I don't think you understand just how much of that is an asset of a thing, and it's not like it's something that like every person can get everybody. That is not a thing. I don't know why people think that's a thing. I feel like that's a lie told to a lot of other men about it. And like, this is the same case for girls. I don't think all girls can get like every other person out there and whatnot. That's just not the case in point. But at the same time, it is definitely a thing that like makes me annoyed, because a lot of the time women just like people for I think the best way to say it is pansexual reasons. Like, it is a personality thing, and it's the way that you carry yourself, it's all this and that. And like, if you're not that way, I get it, it's fine. Self-confidence is a hard thing. I have problems with it too myself. But at the same time, it's just to a degree that you kind of need to get over yourself and just be like, hey, pretty woman, let's go. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Also, what? Oh, these girls are fire to me. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. They got me! Oh, I did not save. I'll see y'all over there because I did not save my ass. Oh! Okay, you think this would be enough? I don't know if this is where I was at last time, but I'm hoping that this was at least sufficed, because we did save this time. I decided to save, unlike last time, so I won't be nearly, like, downtrodden when that could happen. They are fast. They at least don't do nearly as much to me, which is good. Cause like, look at this. They just take me down like real hard. I'm sure it's because I'm in a cluster formation. That's why like they're doing that much to me, but it's still like a shook. Please. Items, and then use chocolates. Sure. that's fine. That will work for me. Please. There we go. So we should be able to explore this without dying. But again, like I said before, it's because I was in cluster formation, so I'm a glass cannon, and that means I will just get beat up drastically if I just wander around like this. I can't just do that. So I'm not mad at the game, I'm mad at myself for not saving when I could have. And I was going to, but I just kind of got lost in the sauce. That makes me sad. I also did not heal, which I needed to heal. I don't think I can get it. So maybe? No? No. This is what happens! Oh, I'm so glad I did this though. Oh my goodness. Like I said before, I went ahead, saved on the inn right there. So we're good to go, but we are not like good in terms of living, you know? We're not quite there yet, and I'm wondering what exactly it is that I need to be the level at necessarily. But as long as I'm cautious about it and I don't worry about it too much, I should be able to take down that little spot there. It's not gonna be a big deal, but I can't lie and say, you know, like, this is not gonna happen again. It might happen again, I'm gonna be real. So we need to make sure that I stop in place after this to go do the other stuff. But I am glad we don't die immediately. That is good. That's the first step. The next step is not dying when I hit twice. Then maybe, and only then, can we make it out in time. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need to, like, hit these chocolates and eat them. Eat them good. There we go. It's all nice. Anyway, yeah, pretty girls are pretty. I don't know what else to say about that end. It's just truth. This is truth to power, power to truth. Very interesting too, because like, I also talk to a lot of people and various other things and whatnot, and I'm surprised to find out some people know me through various other means and everything like that. Like, people that I wouldn't think and such, and like, I tend to forget that I'm actually really good at like being personal to people. Like, it's one of those things where like, I don't talk to people on the regular, so when I do, it is something that I can do, and I do manage very, very well in terms of being, I wouldn't say endearing necessarily, but like being able to keep attention with somebody else and being able to just like talk to any one given person and whatnot. It is something that I've learned throughout the years to be better at and whatnot, but that's more so like, I have two gears, right? I have like my comfortableness, and I have the one where like I use for entertainment purposes, I think is the best way to say it. Most of the time you see me as entertainment purpose lost here. That is something that I will not deny. I do have those 3 masks that the Japanese be talking about. And like every now and again, like I forget how much the second mask, the one where I'm more comfortable at, can be a bit jarring for a lot of people. And I mean that in a nicest way that I can, because some people can't handle me on that. They just can't, and it's fine. It's not a big deal, but it is one of those things that like I'm becoming more and more aware of and cautious about as time rolls on. And it makes me both a little bit sad and a little bit like annoyed on the whole situation, because like on one hand, like as time has gone on, I kind of hate how people are a bit too toothless on the whole entire like opinion front. Like sometimes they just won't really have an opinion of their own to really like stand with and whatnot, and like I can't with these people. I just can't. I'm just like, no, please have an actual opinion about yourself. Like, do better. Like, that is how I am. But sometimes I'll be a little bit too harsh to some people. I'm just like, well, you know, I get it. I can understand how someone will look at me as a dick in that degree. So there's always like a situation where I'm just like, I want to say like I'm like walking on on mirrors and whatnot, but it is something that I need to like be cautious of. If I ever get too familiar with other people, in like the nicest way I can, because like I forget that I could be surprisingly mean and careless when it comes to that situation. I've just been thinking about that lately, especially with the whole entire like pretty girl topic at hand and whatnot, because like, in all honesty, a lot of the time I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I also am very opinionated. I'm aware of this morefold than I could think of, and as much as I have gotten better at it, there is still a point where a lot of people will look at that and be like, it's still too much. And like at a certain point, I'm just old. I'm just an old lady that like is very convicted with the things that she talks about and thinks. So just like, I'm not saying I hate you completely for playing League of Legends, but like I have a very bad opinion about you, like for a lot of reasons, but almost none of them are probably your fault. You know, it's somebody else on the line that I have a bit of a thing with, as well as the game itself. I do not like League of Legends format when I started to know it, because they're like 40-minute long ass games, possibly an hour. I think now they're like 20 to 40 minutes, which isn't nearly as bad, but it's still to the point where it's just like, the game is too demanding of your time. And I always hate games that are too demanding of your time. Like, no. You don't get to have this. You don't get to have that from me. No, thank you. You only take up so much time and whatnot from me. And from the people that I want to talk to, hang out with, and various things like that. So to that end, I'm just like, whenever I hear someone actually talking about like liking League, I'm just like, I don't think, I don't know about this, fam. But at the same time, I have played that Pokemon game, the what you calls, the one that's like League of Legends, where they have like the whole entire situation. I understand the appeal now, and I understand the appeal of some of the characters. I still don't like it in particular. With like some of the other stuff, I don't think it's nearly as good of a world building thing as some other things and whatnot. But at the very least, I can excuse it for other people falling in line with it and liking it the way that it is. I'm not overtly mad at it. A lot of my hatred towards League of Legends is now more comical than it is anything else, but like, these comicalness still have a hint of truth in it, and it's still one of those things that I'm just like, still like, I don't know, like, the internet lets me hate on League of Legends, so I'm gonna continue to do so. And then whenever there's somebody there, like a pretty girl or something, like, I get mad at them, but like, in like a way that I'm not trying to actually be mad at them, I'm trying to be like, kind of like funny, haha. So it makes me a bit sad to like think about those end bits. Want to talk about pretty ladies and whatnot, because like honestly, if I could redo some things I would, but there's a lot of things that I would not redo, so I'm just like on the tidbit there on both ends, where I'm just like, I have a lot to learn, but at the same time I would do so many things the same way. So I'm just like I am better than I am before, but at the same time, a lot of my convictions I still feel run true to what I want it to be. Like, there's not a lot of like regrets I have towards myself as much as I have regrets towards other people and whatnot. Yeah, let's go ahead and save here, just for the sake and fact of it all. There we go. Oh my goodness. Do not like how big this area is, because I don't know what I'm looking for. These things do still hit like a truck, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how much more I could deal with it. Alright, cool, we got level up. That means we were healed, right? Yes, it does. So I'm hoping that like we have like a nice little thing here and whatnot. Yeah, we definitely go over there. No, please. Should I just go over there? Should I just heal? or kill her and whatnot. I don't see why not. At the same time, I'm like, is there other stuff around that I could get? I guess I do have a save, so if I have to, I could probably like do that. It's not gonna be too big of a thing. Oh, we finally go first. Let's go. Yes, this is what I need. It's like a glass cannon all the way through. Who's that? I can feel a powerful evil aura. Who dares disturb my slumber? All who intrude must pay the price. Die! A ghost? Oh jeez, Artemis, I don't think I can handle this. Come on, Venus, get a grip. Oh. Her face and ghost. Oh, phew. Oh, hi? Hi? What? Hi? Need to definitely show this. Yeah, she's something else. Venus Wink Chainsword is honestly cool as hell. Look at this. Look at that. Cool ass sword. Toxic Mist. They like to poison us. But not today. Got him.